I was expecting who would say no. Sixtus, were you expecting as well?
No, even if you wanted to say no,
you couldn't have said
no. And there was no way anybody was going to say no.
In the current circumstances, your constituents are watching.
In the open like that, no. I think we should have this. This is probably one of those bills that we should have taken a secret vote on it,
right?
Because. In as much as we know that in the open we are all against it, there are other interests.
Yes. That is the terminology.
So the options available would have been for one to say, okay, I will absent myself at the time of the vote. But still make myself available for quorum for the purposes of business of the house. But for this particular vote, I would just take a French break.
Why?
The matter.
Charlie, this is how we welcome you to the Sunrise Morning Show here on 3FM 92.7. I mean, that's the big conversation today. The LGBTQIA plus GPRTU plus bill has been passed. These family values, blah, blah, blah. We know where they want to end. So we will end there for them, by the way. Well, this morning, the Daily Guide says AG justifies 10 trillion judgment debt savings. Ghana's economy size be what? Anti-gay bill passed, 3-year jail term. And we're awaiting presidential assent. Dr. Da Costa appointed new NHIA boss. Police service transformation worth emulating. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo yesterday said that at the day before, at the State of the Nation address, assassination attempt has been foiled on who? Find the Daily Guide and dig into it. Anti-LGBTQ bill passed, but Human Rights Coalition urges Akufo-Addo not to assent to the bill. Leading the charge is Professor Audrey Gajekbo in that direction. Ghana's economic woes due to overbloated expenditure, according to Setekbe, Third African Convention, Media Convention Registration and Media Accreditation is now open. Electricity tariffs reduced by 6.56% for some residential consumers. The New Finder newspaper, Dr. Ibn Chambers applauds Akufo-Addo's SONA anti-LGBTQI plus bill unanimously passed. Dr. Bawumia charges campaign manifesto committees to execute duties with United Front. Akufo-Addo cautions countries against actions that jeopardizes unity of ECOWAS. Sixtus, what do you have?
On the front page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper, child treatism suit, Supreme Court tosses child rights case. President appoints Dr. Da Costa as NHIA CEO. 76th Christianborg Crossroads shooting incident marked in Accra. And we've saved 15 trillion Ghana cedis from court cases for government, AG affirms. On the back page of the paper, 13th African Games fans assured of adequate transportation. 34 countries confirm participation in boxing. Black Stars head coach search committee submits report to EXCO. ABC newspaper.
They're still looking for a new coach.
I think they have found a coach now because they have submitted the report. So I'm sure that they would have made some recommendations, narrowing down from the 600 to some 3 or 5
So they are polishing of the debt. They are not treating the wound.
No.
Okay. I wish them well.
Babwing Schools MPs on new standing orders. That's banner headline on the front page of the ABC newspaper on the side of truth. Parliament passes under LGBTQ bill. You know, I still struggle to say this thing.
LGBTQIA
Can we just say A to Z bill
of TUC?
Ghana has the cleanest fuel in the sub-region. NPA boss. MPs amazed over SML's world-class audit system facility. This is still flowing from the visit of Parliament's committee to the offices of SML. On the front page of the Daybreak newspaper, shake-up at GRA coming. You have the picture of Finance Minister Dr. Amin Adam, Alhaji Seidu Idrisu Edisa, Reverend Dr. Amishadai Owusu Amo. I like this man's name. Parliament passes anti-LGBTQ bill. But why are we not saying Parliament passes family values bill. Why do we keep saying anti-LGBT? The emphasis is really, why are we pitching? Let me continue.
Sam George, good morning to you.
No, I think this is more of a phrasing in the media, by the media, for the people. Transformation in police service worth emulating comes with a picture of IGP smiling as always. Tackling migration will address national security. President Akufo-Addo is the one speaking on the front page of the Daybreak newspaper. Freedom in truth, they say.
Okay. If you're thinking that the weather is too hot these days, here's our friend. Listen to him. He has a proposal.
Government not do anything about this heat. People go start to the melt. Oh. You will just see somebody like this where they walk out for road like this. By the time you know it, you don't they melt. Before they don't, you don't disappear.
Like what?
Like installing a conditioner in the air, so that people will be feeling cool. Government not do anything about this heat. People go start to the melt. Oh. You will just see somebody like this where they walk out for road like this. By the time you know it, you don't they melt. Before they don't, you don't disappear.
Like what?
Like installing a conditioner in the air, so that people will be feeling cool.
What do you think? So that people will be feeling cool.
We need to plant more trees. We need to plant more trees. We need to take a second look at our vegetative cover, even in the cities. Plant some flowers around your house. You know, give it, not just beautify the environment, but also create some serenity around your abode. I mean, if you look at the estates that come with trees, you know, they normally would plant all these trees to beautify the place. It's not just for the beauty of the place, but also it gives those kinds of areas, you know, this cooling, chilling effect.
Yeah, if you go to us at Kosombo, those areas. But then the point is that, I mean, as a state, we even spend money to cut trees while we say we're still planting trees. I've always thought about it. It confuses me. I mean, the immediate past Oti regional minister, he had cause to go and uproot trees because he said the motive for planting the trees was to celebrate June 4, but the trees are good. So he uprooted the trees and replanted new seedlings there, spent state money to plant new seedlings.
Allah, he's a man of principle.
I couldn't believe it.
The end doesn't justify the means.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, and I've had cause to, you know, bring to the fore how some of those seedlings that were, because I maintain that seedling distribution is not equal to seedlings that have been planted that have survived.
At all.
So when government comes to say, we have planted 20 million, it is 20 million. You may have, you know, distributed 20 million seedlings, but the success rate,
even if you planted 20 million trees, seedlings,
not all of them
survived.
Yes, but 70% or so. So we need to be measured in how we throw out those figures, and you know, the figures also have financial implications. So when you start the conversation like that, then you have our friend who will come and say government should do something about the heat. Sixtus, I thank you very much for your time.
Government not do anything about this heat. People go start to the melt. Oh. You will just see somebody like this where they walk out for road like this. By the time you know it, you don't they melt. Before they don't, you don't disappear.